From Prague to Pennsylvania, welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. It is the 151st installment of Gold Pass Clash of Clans, and yes, I have hidden numerous gold passes inside today's episode. This is going to be a bit of a scavenger hunt, but I promise you, if you pay attention to what I am saying, you can be one of the ones that tracks this account down. That's right, it is a mystery Galadon account that has a stack of gold passes, and if you're one of the first to send me a friend request, I will accept it and I will send you a Supercell ID friend request, and in turn also send you a free gold pass. Like I said, I've got tons. All you need to do is figure out the player tag, right? The hashtag, which is 9 digits long. And it actually is relatively easy because the first and the third digit are both the same as the first initial of my name. So there you go. Those are 2 of the 9 digits you need to get the free gold passes. As we start to work on Gold Pass Clash of Clans, I promise you, I will get you the whole player tag if you listen carefully. And of course, we will catch up on the progress that Gold Pass Clash has made over the last month. There's nearly a month's footage in today's episode, tons of upgrades getting completed, and also I am making this scavenger hunt a little difficult in that you need to really pay attention. So only people that are dedicated, who really desperately need a gold pass, are going to be able to figure it out, because the second character in this account's player hashtag is a number, and that number corresponds to its position in the player hashtag. Got it? Okay, so far you have 3 digits of the 9. By the end of this episode, you will know where to find all 9 digits. But let's move on. Okay, some of you are actually here to watch the amazing progress that a player can make using only the gold pass. And like I said last episode, I am trying to sprinkle wall upgrades in and about the other upgrades just so that we don't have an insanely long wall grind at the end of Town Hall 15, and I think that this is probably actually going quickly, considering there's only about 300 walls to go by the end of today's episode. Now, I have told you guys that this account only buys the gold pass, but I am super tempted to purchase the future scenery, which is by far my favorite scenery I have ever seen, and probably because I'm a big fan of all things outer space. I love the idea of having most of my accounts have the future scenery, so let me know in the comments if it would be okay with you guys that I go ahead and purchase that for this account. But you also may have heard, if you listen to the live streams, that I love to talk about outer space and space exploration and aliens and that sort of thing, and it just so happens that the 4th, 5th, and 6th characters in the player hashtag that has all of the free gold passes, well, those 3 characters are all letters, and those letters are the letters that you would find if you removed the vowels from the word that this is. That right there is something that is 5 letters long, and if you remove the O and the E, you are left with 3 consonants. Those 3 consonants make up the 4th, 5th, and 6th characters in the player hashtag that is giving away the gold passes, and all you need to do is send me a friend request. I'll accept it and send you a gold pass until they are all gone. And I hope you're following along, because I know I've made this a little bit difficult, but otherwise everybody and their brother would be figuring it out, and I only want those that are willing to invest the time and the concentration to win the gold passes. Speaking of concentration, I'm concentrating all of my upgrading efforts on the storages. As you can see, we're down to just a couple remaining. It feels good to be this close this early because, of course, we want max value out of runes. As a free-to-play player, you're not going to see all that many runes, but as a gold pass player, you do. You see a ton of runes. So it makes more sense to focus on your storages early as a gold pass player than a free-to-play player. Now, also, as I said, I'm focusing on hero upgrades, so the Grand Warden, with the help of a book, goes to level 58, and we celebrate by doing a couple more walls. Now, the good thing about the walls is you're picking up wall rings every single week from Raid Weekend, so that's a great value again. And now we only have these final 3 gold storages with the use of an elixir rune, and I know it's kind of ironic that I used a rune to upgrade the storages so that I can get better values out of a rune, because the gold costs elixir and the elixir needs to make the gold has the elixir, and once you have the elixir you can hold the gold, and there's the elixir, and now we've got some gold. Anyway, okay, so we're also going to work on the camps because, yes, I mean, I said they're not that important, but it does help. Every little bit helps, and 20 additional troop space is nothing to sneeze at. And did you know that there is a certain seasoning that if you sniff it, it can make you sneeze? Have you heard of that before? People accidentally get this seasoning in their nose and they sneeze. The seasoning starts with a letter, and that letter happens to be the 7th character in the player hashtag that has all of the gold passes to give away. Okay, we're almost there. You're almost there. Bear with me. You only have 2 more characters to learn, and then you can go get yourself a gold pass. Okay, where are we? Yes, we are at the end of July now, so we're almost caught up to the current month where this account is going. And yes, we are again working on the lab anytime, any chance we get. This time it was the Yetis, and the reason I chose Yetis was because we wanted to empty the elixir down to almost 0 so that we can get maximum value from the elixir rune, get the elixir rune in there, and of course, yes, work on a couple more walls with gold and elixir, and then I believe the Grand Warden, yes, the Grand Warden is back up and on his way to level 59. There we go, right at the end of the month, and the end of the month that we were in is July, and it just so happens that the first letter of that month is the same as the 8th character in the player hashtag that you need to send the friend request to in order to try to get yourself one of the many gold passes we have to give away. And with that, we will move on to the status report for Gold Pass Clash episode number 151. As you look at all of the fantastic statistics of advancement that we made in today's episode, I will tell you that the final digit in the player hashtag is actually the same as the last letter in my Twitter profile, which Twitter is of course now called X. But if you go to my Twitter X profile at Galadon Gaming, you will see my player profile ends with a single letter. That is the last letter in the player hashtag as well. And now you can go send me a friend request and get that gold pass. Thank you, Galafan, for sticking around all the way to the very end. I will see you again tomorrow for more full attacks and free gold passes.
Galadon, that's way too difficult. I just want a free gold pass. I don't want to have to work for it. I'm a millennial after all.